So welcome back to another video from me. I'm Raj Gorsia. And do you know why I love making these videos? Because it's just me sharing things that I've learned, stories and things that I've learned over the years, right? So you don't have to take everything I say as gospel. It's just things that I think might be useful to someone out there. So with that said, today's video is all about leaving your ego at the door. And why do I say that? Is because I remember when I used to lift weights. When I first started lifting weights about 10 years ago, I got into it and I really got into it. I went with a friend of mine and we went together. So it was awesome. It was just fun. We were growing together. We were learning things together. And we used to go in the daytime. So in the daytime, only serious lifters would come up because they were the people that didn't really have day jobs. They were just people who just, I don't even know what they did with their lives, but they were just some serious lifters, let's say. And the one thing that I learned and we learned together was leave your ego at the door. Always leave your ego at the door. And that stuck with me for life because it translates across everything we do as humans. So what this meant in that context of weightlifting was there's these heavy ass weights and we want to lift the heaviest weights, right? Because it makes you feel good. It's like, look, I can lift this heavy weight. But here's the thing, maybe you will only get a few repetitions out of that. Maybe you'll get half a repetition and you'll tell your friend to help you with the last one. And it's like a quarter of you're not even lifting it, right? You're not lifting it. You're not getting any benefits from it. I guess that's what I want to underscore. You're not getting any benefits from this. It's just to serve your ego to say, hey, look, oh, wow, look at me. There's no benefit. And a lot of people in the gym lift weights for ego. It only serves your ego. That doesn't actually give you anything. It just feels good for like half a second. And then maybe some people will make that even longer than half a second by posting it on somewhere and saying, look at me, wow. Or taking a photo of themselves, let's not go into that. All I'm trying to say is leave your ego at the door. Instead, train smart. Train smart, not heavy. That's another saying that we used to have. Train smart, not heavy. Heavy doesn't mean anything. It doesn't necessarily mean your muscles are going to grow, you're going to get results in your body. Training smart means doing what is going to work. So in the gym context, again, that meant, maybe changing your repetitions, maybe changing the exercises you're doing, changing the rest times, playing around with all of this stuff, right? And me and my friend, we figured out so many secrets. We learned so many things, and we learned from these big guys, the guys that have had results. These guys knew their stuff. They were definitely training smart compared to the guys who just come in and do ego lifts. They're not getting anything from this. So here's the point I want to make. These guys got results because they trained smart. We learned from them. We were ready to put our egos aside and our beliefs and say, hey, I want to learn from these guys. So that's number one in terms of how to leave your ego to the side. Learn from the giants, learn from the people that have made it. Be ready to say, yeah, I'm ready to just drop what I know. I want to listen to what they say. I don't need to prove anything to them. I know that I am here, they are there, they're doing amazing. Learn from them. Drop the ego, drop the pretending. Be open to that learning. But also a part of this whole ego thing is, train smart, not heavy. Do the things that are actually going to give you results rather than what feels like is serving your ego. And this has been so important in terms of what I'm doing now. I'm just doing what works. I don't need to do what makes me feel good. Do what works. And this is the point I'm trying to get across to everyone. Let's just do what works, what we know will work, or let's just try things. When you put your ego aside, you're also willing to try things. You've got an open mind. You're willing to say, hey, yeah, this is what I think, but I'm willing to say, forget that. I'm clearing all of my beliefs off the table. I'm willing to try something different. I'm open to learning. And when people have a massive ego, they don't want to listen to anyone. They're closed. They think they know it all. It's like those conversations when you tell someone something you're doing and then they throw their opinion in your face. They're throwing what they think in your face, or they're giving you advice, throwing that in your face. You haven't even asked for it. Ego talking. Ego talking. Open people are willing to listen and they learn, they become better, they become smarter, they become wealthier, whatever lens you want to put on this. Growth is being smart. It doesn't matter what you know, put all of that aside. Start from scratch. Here's the other lesson from my weightlifting days. If I was about to lift a heavy weight and I'm alone in the gym, let's say my training partner wasn't there with me, I'm alone in the gym and I want to lift a weight that I know maybe is not comfortable. I'm a bit scared of this. I'm a bit scared of this thing. So either I don't do it because I can't, I feel like I can't, or I speak to someone in the gym and I say, hey, bro, or hey, whoever, will you spot me? Do you mind spotting me? Do you mind helping me? I'm still doing the work, but I want someone to be there to help, let's say I was doing a shoulder press. I want someone to just like slowly tap, give me a little bit of support so I can get this going. There's no shame in that. People in this world these days, they think there's shame in asking someone to give you a little helping hand. You're still doing the work. You're getting a bit of a helping hand so you can reach your higher goals. Those extra pushes are going to get you the results. What you're doing constantly and you're comfortable with, the comfortable weight, the comfortable routine, the comfortable life, that doesn't give you any change. That just keeps you in the same place. That's how our bodies work. Our bodies stay the same when we stay comfortable, when it doesn't feel like it's any difficulty. So you have to go through a bit of difficulty, discomfort for a change to occur. It's as simple as that. So the same with our lives. We have to treat our lives this way. We have to go and push through. If we can't push through on our own, maybe sometimes that's the case. We have to ask someone and say, hey, do you mind spotting me? Do you mind helping me with this? Because they'll give you that extra push that's going to get you going. Leave the ego at the door. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything if you've asked for help. It just means you are smart. Train smart. Leave your ego at the door. It's stupidity to think that you alone forever are going to be able to completely handle everything. And it's stupidity to use ego to make decisions, to make yourself feel good, chasing those little buzzes inside. Stupidity. Results are different. Ego keeps you trapped, really. Yes, there have been times where I have been fully energized and I have lifted those weights. Yes, amazing. But even still, if I was going to say, yeah, let me lift something that I can't even do, and I'd probably break my back, and I did. I did actually. I injured my back heavily because I didn't warm up, I didn't practice. I was just in this buzz, like, yeah, I'm gonna do this. Injured my back. And that was a massive turning point in my life. Leave the ego at the door is stupid. It's not worth the few seconds of buzz that you get, like, oh, yes, look at me. Oh, yes. Oh, I'm so proud of myself. Just go for the long game. Go for what is actually going to give you results. What means something to you? That stayed with me. Leave ego at the door. And even in conversations, ego comes up. Like I said a minute ago, you're talking to someone and then they're trying to compete back to you. If someone's trying to do that, just what I've learned anyway is just to not even play the competition game. We're not gorillas in the jungle fighting for our area, fighting for this area. Hey, this is mine. I'm the I'm the alpha here. I'm the leader of the pack. Who cares? We're not in that. Yes, this happens naturally. Sure, this happens naturally. But you have a choice. If it's causing you tension to be in this competition mindset, in like ego, hearing someone else's ego, then your ego shows up. It's not worth the energy most of the time. It's been massive work that I've done on this because I had ego pushing me in all directions. All this stuff I'm saying, I faced. I did all the ego stuff. And it wasn't satisfying. The thing I realized very quickly, 10 years ago actually, with this weightlifting was train smart. And when I say train smart, that transfers into everything in life. Do things smartly. Forget the ego serving. And the thing is, you have to be aware that you're serving your ego. A lot of people don't even know they're serving the ego. So that's why I'm giving this example of like lifting heavy weights, because it makes sense. Or like running, you're pushing yourself. You're trying to get something like, oh, let me try and run and beat this personal best. And let me push myself so hard. You have to remember, where are you coming from? What are you trying to achieve? Are you just trying to get that little buzz? Oh, look at me. Oh, wow. Let me post this somewhere online. So I feed my ego even more. And people say, wow, look at you. What are you trying to get from this? Are you trying to be liked and trying to feel like, you're, look at me? Or are you actually trying to get some results? You're trying to make a change. If you're trying to make a change, then train smart. So leave your ego at the door in everything you're doing, because it's not worth the energy. And I really wanted to share that today. Because I have these random insights that just come to me, and these memories come back, and it connects back to what I'm doing now. And I'm having a coaching conversation, speaking to someone about this, and I want to just grab them. I just grab this video and I'm like, let's record this, because this might be useful to someone. If it was useful for you, let me know. Write to me. I want to hear what your insights were. And that also sometimes takes you, or even me, right? Even me, anyone just saying, oh, I'm going to just drop what I thought was true. I'm going to drop it. I'm going to just be open-minded and listen. I don't need to know everything. It's okay for me to learn new things from other people. And that was hard for me as well. I realized again, train smart, live smart. That's all that matters. Do things that are serving you, not serving your ego. So, if this was useful, write to me. I want to hear what you got from this. I want to hear what a takeaway might be. And if you're challenged by some of these things, yeah, let's talk about that. Let's talk about how you can move forward. Because this is really our minds that are creating these things. It's not our faults, but we still have a choice. If we become aware of it, then we have a choice. So if you're becoming aware of things that you're challenged by, and you're like, what do I do about this? Yeah, there's always something you can do. It's in your power. So I'll leave it as that. Drop me a message if this was useful. Remember, the ego is a part of our minds. It's trying to serve itself. It's trying to make us feel worthy and good enough. It's just constantly affecting what we do. It's trying to feel whole, really. It's not an enemy. It's just trying to feel whole. It's normal. It's natural. But if you become aware of it and think, why am I listening to this? Is this serving me? Then you get out of the trap. This buzz in life of like, I need to feel fulfilled. I need to go buy this thing. I need to go and show everyone that I'm worth this much. I need to show everyone that I can lift this weight, even, physically or metaphorically. I need to show people I can lift this weight. I need to prove these things. It's just trying to feel whole. It's us trying to feel whole. But we are already whole. We need to realize that. When we realize we're already whole, that we don't need to do these things, you get out of the trap. And it's so much more relaxing, so much nicer. So, look forward to hearing from you soon, and have a good rest of your day.